Here's the controversy of the episode named The Skin Water that was aired from a short 15 minutes ago, until it went downhill for the hideous humanoid creature was appeared. If it looks like it was a failed experiment from before or something. Here's what it looks like. Here's the right arm is a crab who can grab some victims to make it gruesome enough. The one who tore apart that looks like a gore scene. And the stomach is one of the most freakiest one, is the mouth, who can eventually bite whenever they get close. And the last one is a goblin shark head. He has a pointy nose, freaky mouth, bleeding pupils that I've never seen before, a fin, and his neck is 3 gills cut, and bleeds down from his gills. After this, the episode was kicked shortly because of the different animations when the special episode was appeared once before they put this thing in the children's show that shouldn't be allowed with. And the episode is still a downhill of the rabbit hole because something is not right after this. Before the video starts, I would like to make myself clear that's not my story. The story was made by Topical Studios 2002, so credit to them by the way. Anyways, here's what the story of the episode looks like.
My son was always asking for different shows to watch on TV, so I thought it was no big deal when he asked me to put on SpongeBob SquarePants. Little did I know that the episode he had in mind was going to haunt my thoughts for weeks to come. The episode my son had chosen was called The Skin Rotter. It had been aired only once, on Nicktoons, and was so extreme in its graphic violence and gore that it had been taken off the air shortly after. I was horrified to see what was happening on screen. The poor yellow sponge watched in terror as a hideous sea creature slowly tore apart the inhabitants of Bikini Bottom. It was like my own petrifying nightmare. My son was mesmerized by the mayhem he was watching, laughing as SpongeBob and his friends tried desperately to fight off the monster. I was so horrified that I almost grabbed the remote and switched off the TV, but instead I took a deep breath and pulled my son close to me. I explained to him that, although the special episode was entertaining, he needed to understand that he should not be exposed to such level of violence and fear. Furthermore, I reassured him that some of the things he had seen were just made for television, and did not align with our beliefs. After my son felt safe and secure in my arms, he thanked me and hugged me tightly. We went on to have a long and meaningful conversation about violence in television and the responsibility of adults to protect children from its negative influence. Despite the horrors he had witnessed, I was relieved that my son had taken the time to think through the episode's deeper implications. He had heard my words and taken them to heart.